Okay, I switched my headphones because my speakers were loud enough to pick you up, so that's the syncing done. Ooh, what is this connection thing? Slow? Don't tell me that. Okay, so... whenever you're ready, I guess. Wait.
This is the disclaimer alarm. Things may get a bit messy in the future. There will be swearing, spoilers, and quite possibly panty shots. We tell you this now so that, down the line, you do not complain if you hear shit you don't want to. This podcast is not safe for work, at least not loudly.
But if you're a porn star, or anyone in a very sexual position, it might just...
And he doesn't mean sexual position like commando, although this would probably apply to.
It probably would. But welcome to the Senpai PP, People Taking My Motherfucking Capri Sun Away From Me podcast. I'm Jordan, and I own senpai.co.uk and showme.mo, which will apparently be done this Sunday. Hopefully Damien actually made it when he said that. But also joining me today is Dave?
Hi, I'm Dave, back again for episode 8. I am the owner at the moment of the new podcast website, which will be going live within the next 7 days.
I was going to say, what do you mean? Do you actually own it now? Or?
I do.
Why did you get a different website? That's the point.
No, because it's through Podbean, so...
Do you need to buy a domain, I mean? Or...
No.
Then
Podbean cover it, so it's...
Okay. Which, if they do let you use a custom
fine.
domain, I should just redirect, like, podcast.senpai.co.uk and just have that
Yeah,
redirect.
that's doable.
Rather than getting a separate domain, because that's kind of pointless, really.
I will get a separate one at some point, but not until we, like, actually become
it's not really
reasonably
any
successful.
It's all part of the same thing, but...
Yeah. So, the URL is going to be...
we'll tell you when we actually know.
No, we know, because I've already made it.
Oh, fine.
I'm just in the middle of doing the website.
Wow.
Which I actually started today, so I'm going to be working on that throughout the week. Because, yeah, Dave's actually getting shit done for a change.
Whoa, Dave's actually doing things? No, that's...
I am,
no.
and I'm working on some backgrounds as well for, like, the CSS sheets, so we can actually use stuff that I created, and not just stuff that Jordan creates.
That's
but yeah, no, things are going well. So far so good. I mean, it's reasonable. If you want to donate, then please do. It's $10 a month to run the damn thing. So
wow.
We would appreciate any donations, big or small. I'll even accept cake, because then it means I don't have to buy cake for myself, therefore saving money for the podcast website.
Wow, even though you never buy cake.
I always buy cake.
Wow. We don't even have a donate thing set up, so it doesn't matter anyway, so fuck it. But...
we do, because it's on the Podbean website.
Really?
Yes!
Oh my god. So that's a
I'm
thing,
already
apparently.
on this shit.
Anyway.
Welcome.
So, before we actually get into weekly updates and stuff, I'll explain this week's podcast, this week's P. Those of you who don't know, it's also a bit of... essentially this week's update, because me and Dave both went to LAGC this weekend.
We did,
and we met
for
up.
those of you,
and Dave was a total piece of shit. That should
no,
be the title,
I
piece
wasn't.
of shit podcast. It pretty much is, but no.
No, for those of you that don't know, LAGC is London's very own London anime and gaming convention. Was hosted in the Rocket Complex of the London Met University on Holloway Road. This Saturday and Sunday just gone, the 8th and is it the 7th and the 8th? Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, 7th and the 8th. And they are hosting another one in July. It's twice a year, unlike Olcon, which is only once a year, which is the Anime Leicester convention. Which
is better in my opinion, but...
it's longer. To be fair, I would have preferred 4 days at LAGC, but you know.
To be honest,
it's
one thing I did like about LAGC in comparison is the fact that there were more dealers' rooms and stuff. But at the same time, it's like in terms of just...
as I found out.
In terms of just like people, it's not quite as, I don't know, it's like, to me, Alcon's a lot more sort of people-driven, I guess, rather than like, here is literally a dickload of dealers, and that's the main sort of thing that's there, I guess.
That's the good thing about. I think, to be fair, if they took LAGC's dealer, like what they had there for dealers, and added that with like the people you get at Alcon, then
long
I think
story
that'd be
short,
a
if you
great combination.
move the dealer's room and just push it over to Leicester, is basically what you mean. Considering like the fucking showroom or whatever with like the giant stage, which is bigger than Alcon's as well, which is weird because I don't know why though. Because in theory, LAGC should be a lot more sort of like people focused and has a lot more room than Alcon, except for like just open area walking space, because there was not much of that, because it is like in the middle of London essentially. So
yeah, exactly. So there's not a lot of like outside photo opportunities apart from that courtyard that was near the Burger Hut.
I don't just mean like sort of photo places or anything. I just mean in general like hangout spots. There's a lot more space to like exist at Alcon as opposed to there. That, I guess that is why it felt more people-like to me. Like, more social, I guess, is a better way to put it than people-like.
Yeah,
but
LAGC is quite social.
Yeah, but basically what I was trying to tell the story, but when you're not allowed to take drinks into LAGC, so unfortunately, as much of a good time as it was, one of us was lost very early on, and that was my Capri Sun. That
good
is good old Capri Sun.
It was Capri Sun.
My deepest condolences to the Sun family for losing their beloved son, Capri, which is ironic.
We will
the Sun
remember.
family's son, gone but not forgotten. The not very nice lady took away my Capri Sun and stashed it in the cupboard,
and
because
Damien's face when the guy took his lunchbox and threw his sandwiches in the bin.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was literally his face. It was like I'd taken like a candy from a baby. He just. I swear to God, it made his day like so much worse.
I mean, I don't know why he took food, to be honest. Considering he didn't even eat until like we went to that ramen place that you didn't go to.
I know. Do you know what? I got back to the hotel, still wasn't hungry. Woke up the next morning, fucking starving.
I know. That's why I said, I'm like, you're gonna be hungry. You're gonna be, because that's how I was. Because I barely ate like for the 4 days at fucking Alcon the first time I went. And then literally a Sunday night I was like, oh god, I am just so hungry right now. I wasn't hungry at all like the times before, but then like last night on my way back I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm probably gonna pass out. So I got a fucking kebab on the way back. Really nice kebab. Not sure if it's just because I was starving. Or
really?
No, they actually had fucking red cabbage, which is like awesome. There's a place whenever I go visit my nan in Sydney. We usually go to the kebab place there, and they have red cabbage, which is like one of the few things, pretty much the only thing I would ever want to have on a kebab personally. So the fact that they had it was fucking awesome, because I love that they have things, but nowhere around here has it. So fuck you, kebab places over here.
I think as well, just to put it out there, me and Jordan are now officially friends.
It's true.
Because we actually met.
Oh no, it's not because we met. It's because we'd added each other on as friends on my bigger collection. That's what I said. But yes, that too, I guess.
Yeah, we've.
I guess hanging out in
meeting
person
people on the
makes you
internet
friends.
does happen.
I mean, that's implying that all my internet friends aren't real friends, even though I would consider most of them more so my friends than you, but okay.
Fuck you.
It's weird, because the two people that I've met in person aren't as good of friends as, like, most people I talk to. Except for Ben.
Wow.
Ben's like...
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow, Jordan.
Also,
wow.
shout out to Omar and Mitch for being cool guys, even though one of them's a person who I guess likes Naruto and therefore is a huge faggot, but he was cool though. So that
yeah, no, Mitch and Omar were cool. That was definitely well, Mitch was Silent Assassin off of AL, and that's how we met through the forum. Because I was like, I'm going because my faggot friend Jordan isn't going.
Why did you say friend?
You know,
I mean, we weren't friends at the time.
Sorry, associate isn't going. I said so. I said if anybody wants to hang out, by all means, give me a shout. Come say hi, etc. Mitch is like, oh, I'm going by myself too, and I don't know anyone. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, just text. Here's my number. Give me a text when you get there, and I'll we'll meet up and we'll hang out for a bit. And we ended up hanging out for the whole weekend. Omar came and spoke to me because I bought a fuck off huge Cood badge.
Yeah.
Coot, for those who don't know Cood, go die. But just before you die, she's from Little Busters. And I had a massive Cood badge, and Omar was like, oh my god, is that Cood? And I'm like, fuck yeah. So that's kind of how me and Omar met and hit it off.
And then I heard the
started talking
story
about Cood.
because I only went on the Sunday. I was like,
yeah.
I was just like, yeah, we're friends now. Okay, he was cool.
He we had a lot of like.
I liked his shirt.
Yeah,
that was essentially the whole thing I said most of the time.
He had
it was like 2 or 3
He
times.
had the DMC shirt, wasn't it?
Devil Never Cry. It's an insert coin shirt, and I have it because I got it at fucking Eurogamer when they were there. So I was like, hey, cool shirt. I have that shirt. There was another guy with the Tales of Zillia 2 shirt. I was like, cool shirt. I also have that shirt.
Yep.
And then everyone's like, is that all you're gonna fucking say? I'm like, probably.
Yeah, cool shirt, bro. It's like cool story, bro, except for
also
Jordanized.
Also, shout out to that Natsu cosplayer because he recognized my shirt, and then he recognized because I took my railgun sleep shade with like the goggles that the sisters wear, and he recognized that. I was like, "You're a cool guy. I'm gonna get a picture with you now."
Yep. So we had what was it? You had a picture with. Oh, and I replaced James because I got the picture with the same Saber cosplayer. He got one at Alcon.
Yep.
The difference is that I still spoke to you after the convention.
Oh no, James spoke to me after the convention. I mean, he kind of had to, in the sense of we had to take him back to the fucking airport, and then he did after that as well for a bit. But excuse me.
So you basically by this weekend I can't talk to you anymore.
Wow.
No, it was good. And I think, seeing as me and you went to LAGC, James has suddenly popped back up. It's irony. And I already said to him, I was like, me and Jordan are already going Allcon. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to bring some guys over from the Isle. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, you should come. But, like...
I was going to say, Alcon's, like, number one, like, the one we have to go... The only reason I think James... has like been saying anything is because I was like, James, Dave's replaced you, sent him that picture, and he was like, the fuck? Fuck is Dave doing with that waifu and the same cosplayer? I was like, rip.
And then who else did we get a picture with? Madoka, Shiro.
And then we got that video.
We'll get to that video in a moment. We're gonna put that video on this podcast.
No, it's fine.
Have it in the box.
No, it's fine.
At this very point in time, that video is going to be in that box. I promise everybody, Jordan now has to do it.
Fuck's sake, let me just make a timestamp.
Ready? This is Being Masuka is suffering.
Yes!
This is the annoying thing, that I have to fucking make a timestamp anytime something wants to be done, and Dave's just too lazy to do shit.
I'd make the timestamps if you just said make timestamps.
No, it's fine.
Because it's easy, I just... like.
Yeah, but I'm the one who has to fucking edit everything together anyway.
You don't need to edit the video in. You just
I do! That's how it fucking...
It's
you just said
hard.
put
You
it in the
just split
fucking box,
sequence.
and I was like, wow. It is, because I have
Jordan's
to...
just overreacting.
It takes time. All I really have to do is sync the audio and drop the picture in. Or I also have to draw the picture. But anything after that, just like added work. It's like, oh, now I have to find the exact time that Dave said this and put this in here, and then I have to do it. Now I have to scan through everything and listen to it over again.
It's fine, you like listening to yourself.
Hey man, I haven't been doing videos on the internet since like 2008 for nothing. I don't do it because I don't like listening to myself. I love going back and listening to all my older stuff, though. Because I just sounded, like, so bad, and was like, oh, mate, so bad. But I love it though. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
It's always fun to
Wow.
listen to how far you've come.
It is. It's always nice to see how far you go as well.
Sure. I guess.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no. Back to the cosplayers. So who else? We had Madoka. Oh, we had Satsuki and Ryuko.
Who I got a picture
From
with, and then
Kill
Dave
the
was
Kill.
all like, "Oh, I should do that
And-
too."
and
Because
then
you all just weren't paying attention.
I wanted one, and then Damien sort of got in as a third
No.
body. And then we had hang on.
Damien didn't get a picture with him.
Well, hey, that's a good point. We'll be able to use most of those pictures we put up in this particular segment. for
Nah,
timestamp.
it's fine. Yeah, I
Just
guess.
put the one of just have them rotating
rotating what? No, shut though.
or whatever.
No,
I don't care.
I'll put
Just
them in or something. I guess.
yeah, just some pictures to play in the background as we're talking.
I guess.
So that's cool. We should probably discuss shit like this prior to the podcast, but this is how we do things.
Why would we discuss anything prior to anything?
I don't think we ever do. We just go, are we recording? Yep, give me 10 minutes, hour later. Right, we're ready.
Sure.
I think it would probably be easier if we actually lived in the same house, because then it would be we're podcasting. I'm but I'm cooking dinner. Fuck's sake.
It would be easier if we were in the same house because then we could do a video podcast.
We could while I cook dinner.
You could eat dinner on the podcast, which you should never do, but you would do it anyway.
I would. It'd be like a dinner time podcast.
Sure.
But no, it's a good idea. I don't know what you're on about. But yeah, no, while we're at LAGC, we met some cool people. We played Weiss Schwartz. Dave,
Once.
namely me, forgot my cards, so I had to borrow Jordan's deck and almost won.
You lost super bad though. It was so good though.
I know that little clinching deal you had at the end was boss.
Oh, it's so good.
Literally, you pulled it back from the jaws of defeat. You fucking
I was like,
leveled me
no,
twice.
I was like, no, this is gonna work super good though, because I just fucking comboed right into my sign card. It was great.
Yeah.
Comboed super hard though. Thank you, but I forget which one it was.
Chateau. Oh, it was. Hang on.
Was it Chateau
What, the signed
Juliet?
card?
No, it's the signed one's the one. Literally,
Yeah.
the title the one.
Talking of signed cards,
Hello.
we were stood at the TCG area, and Jordan's like, "Hey, I'm Damien. Do you want to go and buy some booster packs?" And ironically, the only Weiss Schwartz booster pack they had was Nisekoi.
No, there was another, I think. For a little bit. For a little bit.
Project Diva.
Yeah, that was it. I don't remember if they had any left when we went there again at the end.
No, they had a couple, but there weren't a
Yeah,
lot.
I know there were in the morning area, but time rather.
Yeah. But so Jordan's like, oh, let's get some cards, and I'd already bought 2 booster packs the day before, and I was like, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to buy one more pack. So I get in there before Jordan and grab the first pack. I'm like, yoink, I'll have this one. Give him the £4, and I'm like, cool. Jordan gets his, and I open mine up, and I'm looking through the cards, and I'm not even thinking about them. I'm looking at the rarities, and then I see the shiny, and then I see the sign, and I was like, oh, and then Jordan's just there ah.
No, I was like,
oh. Yeah,
because you have to act
everybody was
hype when
looking
that
around.
happens, though.
Yep. And so literally everybody in the TCG room was just
like,
looking
what?
at us, because I got a signed Shitogi card, promptly stuck it in my wallet and hid it from view. But
now
yeah,
it's contaminated by your wallet.
It's not. It's nice and wrapped up in a card sleeve now.
Which one?
The one.
No, as in which card sleeve, for fuck's sake. I know what signed card you got, I mean which fucking card sleeve.
Est.
Ah, right, fair enough.
Yeah, because I had spare Est, so I'm saving my Ilya cards. They're going to go in. I've put them temporarily in my Est sleeves, but they're going to be going in Ilya sleeves for obvious reasons. And then I'm going to put them in an Ilya deck box and put the deck box in the Ilya collection box. And then fuck Shiro, I have more Ilya shit than him.
Wow.
It's good though. I mean, the amount of stuff that I bought as well And you actually bought a figure at a convention. I was impressed.
I only bought one because my issue with figures at conventions is the same issue I have with figures in the UK in general, is that they're too much.
It's pricing.
But at the
I can understand.
There are some times where I will allow it though, which is I will never, ever do it if it's available in Japan. If it's not available, fair game. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But if it is, why would you? There is no reason that you should. No, well, unless you're really fucking just a piece of shit about, oh, I don't want to import things because I'm scared. And it's like, no, don't be a faggot though.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, take for example that Nico prize figure, the one without a box that I bought. I looked at it online and I'm like, wow. And then I priced it, and even with a box, it was stupid money because they're just you can't get a hold of them. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like stupid money in like a really big sense, but it was just generally stupid money. So I bought that one, and then I got held back from buying a fucking Inori figure.
No, it wasn't.
From Guilty Crown.
I don't think it was the time. Was it the first or second time you got held back for? Because what happened is you saw the wall scroll of Jabril.
I saw, and No Game No Life.
It's a good thing Mitch was there. I was just like holding him back, and then Mitch just fucking got you in an arm. Like I was like,
Yeah, literally.
Long story short, Mitch was cool. He just restrained you. He was just like, nope.
And then Damien.
I was like, Damien, go get it. Damien were just so fucking confused though. It was like, what? What's going on? I was like, look, Jabril. He's like, huh? It was like, fucking just over there. Just go.
And then he went and bought it, and then I was like, wall scroll bag, oh my god. And then you were like, Enju bag, and I'm like, oh.
I was like, Dave next to Jabril, Enju bag though.
I know, and I didn't get any of them. The thing is, though, I've seen those bags on eBay, and I can get the exact same one.
That's part of the thing that
what he was prizing.
Yeah, because one of the things I don't like about those though is like the prints aren't
not official.
It's not even a case of not official. It's just like the style of them as well. Just I don't really like too much.
Yeah, it's like the print quality's been like downsized, and the material it's not
even just that. Just the art itself. For most of them, I just didn't really like because of just the sort of style.
No, I mean the Jabril one was like that was a generic picture of Jabril. I mean, it's not hard to like.
It looked off color to me.
No, it is. That's to do with the printing process.
Yeah,
and
I know,
bags.
but
That's
it's just
why
like
they're
that
cheap.
as well did look.
Yeah, it's the print quality which I have an issue with rather than the actual print itself.
I mean, odds are, if you don't like the print itself, then why would you even bother in the first place?
Well, yeah.
But yeah.
See, I could just like pay somebody else to like put that on a t-shirt for me, and like for a good printing company that would work, and it would look pretty much the same as like another t-shirt. So it's kind of like, it's one of them things. It's debatable, but like the second thing I got held back for was that Inori figure from Guilty Crown, and I'd seen it. I was like I'm gonna have a look at this. And Mitch is like, no.
No, it wasn't that. It was because I was like, no, Dave, stop. Inori's Damien's waifu, though. Stop. Damien has a Dakimaga of Inori. You can't do it. No, stop.
No. But then I was cool, and I was like, Damien. I said to the bloke, I said, how many have you got? And he's like, 1. And I just gave it to Damien. I was like, if you want this, you can have first dibs.
You literally owe Damien like just so much though, because twice. He'll let you have it twice.
I get to the second one in a minute.
Yeah.
So Damien's like totally. He's like, and he's and ahhing it about it for like 5 minutes, and I'm thinking, I'm just sat there literally going, please say no, please say no, please say no.
Wow.
And then finally he's like,
question.
He's like,
how much did you pay for it?
23.
Right, because it's on eBay from Japan for I think it's $11.99 and 5 shipping.
Son of a bitch.
So it's official because, that whole from Japan thing. Because we had a talk with the dealers there and they were actually pretty cool guys.
Yeah, they were. It turns out they were actually collectors as well.
Yeah.
And and we sat and had like a little natter with them. But we'll get to that after.
Let's
try and keep in like a reasonable timeline.
Yeah, I always like
for,
having
like,
talks
chronological
with them
order.
because like just same
Money
as how
off
I
sometimes.
would talk with people in game, but yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then so obviously I got that figure, and then I was looking for Cood because I wanted a Cood figure, and it was just by pure luck. This
You
particular Cood figure.
weren't looking. Just to clarify, you weren't looking for Cood. You just happened to spot it.
Well, yeah, I had Cood on the mind though, because I kind of had like bought the little figure out, the boxes and mini bits. So I was just looking to see if there was any Cood figures, Honoka and Azusa figures that weren't like ridic. So
Emphasis
basically,
on the dick.
we'll get to the D later. So basically, I spot this Cood figure, and it's the Christmas version of Cood, and it is fucking amazing. And like, I'm like, dude, I need to have a look at that. Give me the Cood. So the guy comes over and he's like, yeah, we can, like, here you go. So I've said to Damien, and then Damien's like, somebody said to me, I think it was you, was like, that's like Damien's waifu,
No,
or like Damien loves her, and I was like, I just turned to Damien, I'm like, dude, I just bought a Nori. I was like, so here you go, first dibs again, because I've got a figure. I was like, if you buy her, I won't feel bad now because I have a Nori. And he's like, this is, he literally was like, wow, this is really nice, but he wanted a different version. He wanted the Yukata.
No, that was Nori.
That was a Nori.
The reason he didn't want
did say
yeah.
he did say he wanted a different Cood figure to the one that was there. And he was like, nah, man. He's like, you have it. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, it's fine. Take it.
Now you just owe Damien your life.
That
was his
and
goal
literally,
all
I just
along.
I just walked over to the guy and was just like, it's mine. Take my money. And that one was, that was 26 quid. I probably pay about 20 quid for a prize figure or a furyu, like tops, even imported. So that was okay for me for a convention price.
I was gonna say 20 is because when I found the figure that I got, I was like, because that store didn't have like any prices or anything on. I was like, it looks good on the box, and hopefully, and it does look like it did on the box. So I'm really happy about that because that's good. I was like, I'm not paying more than 20. Like, no fucking way. I'm price figure more than 20. Fuck off. Basically.
What was it at then?
20. I was like,
wow.
And then Damien was just, because a little bit of a side note, my fucking, when I tried to withdraw money, it wouldn't work. First time it was all like, oh, by the way, because I chose to get 30 out. They're like, by the way, so like, if it might not work, because like, say we only have like 10s, or we don't have any 10s or anything, I was like, okay. And I was like, so would you like something blah blah blah, is this okay? I was like, yes. Just said, please take your card. I'm like, okay. Put it back in, try it again. Please take your card. I'm like, huh.
It's like,
took my card and just like walked back, like off to the side, and then waited a bit, and I was like, nothing's coming out, so fuck it. And then Damien was all like, because Damien just fucking apparently swimming in money, and was like, just I'll lend you whatever, and then you can pay me back when we get back. Because like I just send him through PayPal, like he usually does, considering I have enough on PayPal anyway. So basically when I went to get the figure, Damien, I was really considering it for like 5 seconds until Damien just like looked at me and was like, I'm like, now that you've said that, I was like, fine, I guess. I'm kind of happy I did, because it's like I don't have a like decent scale sized Miki, which is who it is. It's Miki from Idolmaster. Because I have my Beach Queens one, and I would actually kind of say I prefer this one to the Beach Queens one.
Yeah.
Partially because
it does look like a nice figure.
It actually is like a really nice figure. There are obviously some parts, like on the inside of the hair, it looks like it's probably been cracked or something, I guess. But it's like there are parts you can forgive because it's a prize figure. Although it did essentially cost twice as much as it would have if it was imported. Which is common. So, you know. Rip.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like, well, what can you do?
Well, you know, there are a lot of things you can do. I could probably look on Mandrake and find it, to be perfectly honest, but oh well.
Well, yeah, there is that, but wow.
I was just saying, now that Mandrake's like a thing that we use a lot, it's sort of there's a lot less reason to buy things locally. Because Mandrake has a lot of the things that are out of stock. So it's like, the one thing this country had is pretty much gone now. Rip.
That's it, and because Mandrake's a storefront one as well. I mean, I've ordered a couple of bits from them.
Yeah,
and,
me too.
You know, and they've turned out good.
The boxes on the 2 boxes for the on EI figures that I got, not that great condition. Like, they're bent inwards quite a bit, but the figures inside are still perfectly fine. Like, I have my fucking Anastasia figure Urudesu, and it's just like good. I want an Anastasia figure because she's best girl from the show. That show is also just heavily based on innuendos, sort of. More specifically, the opening where she's just like sucking a banana in between a guy's legs under a desk. It was a banana, though. And with that note, let's transition on to D!
Yes, D. The irony of it being is I was watching the one of the clips from when we recorded, and you know when the guys got Johnny Bravo on Dub That Anime?
Yeah.
All I heard at the beginning of that, when it popped up on the screen, was you going, D!
Exactly.
It was good. Oh, yeah, actually, seeing as I'm bringing up Dub That Anime, me and Jordan came third.
Which is better than the first time I did. Well,
it was good.
It's essentially a halfway balance, so now I'm averaging essentially third. Yeah. And so is Dave, because that was his first time.
It was my first time, and we came third. I think, to be fair, like
we would have done better if my suggestion, because that's the downside, because it's just so on the spot. Like, if I could go back, we could have probably won, in the sense of thinking, especially at least come second. That, or people just don't give a shit about the weeaboo ass shit that we would have been doing. Because essentially we lost because it was dubbed that Arnie, which wasn't anything to do with the anime. It was just clips with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, so it was kind of like, but to be fair, I didn't think the other guys were one of the other teams were quite as good on theirs than
you say that, but we were pretty shit.
Yeah.
Considering partially we didn't even keep to like that, and I was just like, stop interrupting me, though. Because I was like, I don't fucking know, dude. When what we should have been doing was like, oh man, this biscuit is very good. What do the kids call it nowadays? And you should have been like, sugoi desu ne? And I'd be like, no, get that weeaboo shit out of here, kid.
That's the thing, though, because it was only like a.
It was also
because
pretty
it was like
short.
a loop.
Yeah, essentially.
So you had a choice between like saying the same thing with one character and different responses, and it was just one of the things, wasn't it? So, but the guys we were out the back with were really cool.
Yeah, they were really
and the
cool.
one that won.
Yeah,
and they won as well, which I'm kind of like really glad about, because
if anyone should have won, it was definitely them. Because not only were they really good, but they were really fucking nice about it.
Yeah, exactly. There was definitely like a
good sportsmanship is always a thing that's nice.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, that was good fun. That was, and for my first time as well, I really enjoyed it. And at one point they were like, when we got up there, they were going, "Oh no, it's full," and I'm like, "Hell no!" I'm like, I fucking signed up for this before anybody else did, so fuck you.
No, you didn't though.
That's the thing I did. If you look on the forum,
you didn't sign up before anyone else. You signed up before someone there. There were people who signed up before us.
Well, that's the thing. On the forums, there was only 4 teams, I think.
That's what I mean. You didn't sign up before anyone else. That's what I'm saying. You did sign up before some people there, but not all of them.
You know the 2 girls.
Yeah.
They signed up after us on the forums, but there were other people that were coming up, like trying to sign up on the day.
Yeah.
Because apparently you could sign up on the day.
Yeah.
But because they're only limited to 4 clips.
That was kind of
I think-
bullshit with the last one. Though, to be fair, they lost, I'm pretty sure. It was kind of bullshit they just got to choose one of them. Which then was weird to me, because they had 4 of all the others. So it was fine except for the first. So it's...
Yeah, I think it was because they planned to have 4 teams, but they just didn't want to kick off somebody.
No, I know, but it's like... I don't know. The fact... Because it was essentially made for 5, except for the first round, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, okay. Unless you wanted to have an extra clip that no one saw. When they fucking got Card Captors as the opening dub one, though.
I know, you're out the fucking back.
I was just like,
then...
fucking... Oh, it's so good. I wish I had that one. I was just... Because literally... I asked as soon as it was done, like, can we all just at the end just come back up and sing it, though?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so good, though.
I think, to be fair as well, like, I'm actually horribly surprised we got through One Piece.
I was
'Cause
all like,
that-
Dave, I'm putting, like, my entire faith in you, because I know how much of a fucking loser you are, and how much you love One Piece, though. And then,
I know,
and then
but
you were just...
the irony of it was the rap intro. I didn't realise it was the rap intro.
I don't know how you didn't, though.
Because they don't normally do a rap intro.
But that's like what fucking One Piece is infamous for, essentially. It's like the thing...
Watch like the first season and you'll understand.
No, it is like genuinely what One Piece is known for, though. Because it's like everyone's childhood of just that, and then like everyone hates it apparently, but it's so good.
I thought it was great. I mean, I've heard
I know,
it a
I
couple
do.
of times, but I thought it was just like an outro. But like I said, the thing is, instead of singing, we should have just voiced the characters as they were doing shit like normal.
Because the only issue
that's-
is that that's what one of the other groups did, and it was really just the worst.
Yeah, but the thing was, we were fairly good at actually
No.
dubbing an anime.
No.
Oh, come on, that Russian one was brilliant.
It was one clip at the very end. That was it. You can't say, oh, we're so good because we did one thing at the end of one thing that was actually decent.
That was actually really funny.
I actually really wonder, like, what things would have been like if I had Andrew as my partner again, though. Shout out to Andrew.
You would have lost.
No, it would have been so good, though.
Wow. It's okay, I've got experience now.
I'm
We're
really
doing it
sad.
again in Olcon.
I'm really sad that they didn't get the hentai clip as the versus one, and they got that one. Because for the versus thing
Yeah.
that we got, because the last round of Dub That Anime as a team was that clip, but the very last one where you went against each other was just straight up hentai. I was like, I don't know what to do with this. And then I was just like, I can be a girl, maybe. So I was like, senpai, don't touch me there, though, shut up. And we're just like, And I was like, oh, there's a box. You know who else does boxes? Snake from Metal Gear. It's like, oh no. Shut up, though.
Wow.
Yep. Go get me the vegetables out of that box so I can stick them in your butt.
You should have just gone in Bum No Babby. Poop Cave. That would have won.
Why being such a James Doe?
But yeah, Olcon, we're signing up again.
Oh no shit. Except we're gonna
We're gonna
lose
win.
because Andrew's gonna be there and I'm gonna be like, oh no. Rip us.
No, could you imagine that if we beat Andrew?
I wouldn't, because it's unimaginable. He's
Wow.
too good. Andrew too strong.
Not happening.
Andrew too strong.
Hey, get off. I will improve my repertoire for that particular day. It's cool. It's fine.
Totes.
Just chill, bro.
But yeah, is there much else about the convention that we want to bring up before we move on to a just regular quick rundown of like essentially what we got in the week?
Yes, there is.
And then we'll just like do a topic, like a short one, because that's probably
And featured anime.
Of course,
and
I know,
featured
but I
product,
mean, oh no, not feature.
which we're not going to forget this week.
No feature product. We have to leave one thing out.
God damn it! I know that's like our thing.
I know that's why.
So Jordan got to witness it for the first time in his life cosplay burlesque, which, for those of you who don't know, is basically loads of girls. Well, I say loads. I think it was like 4 or 5.
I know we
dressed
missed
up in
like
their
half
cosplay
of them, I
outfits, and they get up on stage. They dance to music, and in the process, they pretty much strip, like, completely, and they just wear panties and nipple tassels. One of them had nipple tassels.
Did they?
Yes,
To be honest,
one
I
of
did
them
not
had
see
nipple
half of
tassels.
it because, like, I'm just way too innocent.
Jordan is. He was like, boobs.
I was
No,
just
sorry.
like,
It would have been more like this. Oh, pai desu.
I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't really feel very comfortable right now. Look away for a while.
Yeah.
Look back every
Jordan
now
basically-
and then because I'm kind of curious. But like, what? I was just like, why?
That
I
you know what,
don't-
that's the thing.
okay.
Like, I have a problem with watching anything that's pornographic in nature, or even remotely along that lines, in front of anybody.
See, that's
Like,
the weird thing.
I just
It's-
feel like I'm being judged, even though everybody in the room's doing the exact same thing.
So you wouldn't go to a hentai panel?
I would.
Me too.
I just still feel
Ironically,
judged.
we were gonna read and dub that hentai thing though, but you know, I guess that's different, right?
No. Because, well, yeah, it is, because I can't. I'm in my room by myself. I feel it's fine.
But I'm here,
I'm in-
reading it with you.
I'm in my bubble. Yeah, but it's funny when you're telling me to like stuff your clunge with a cucumber or something.
Excuse me?
I'm pretty sure that was in the hentai.
No. It wasn't, no.
It might have been.
No, it wasn't. Dave,
It might have been.
Dave, don't question me on this matter. You will lose.
You've read it many times.
Of course.
You just like trying out different voices, don't you?
Of course. That's
the same
yes,
words.
that's why. Yes, different voices.
Mm-hmm.
Wink.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Wink. Winky face. So, but no, apart from that, I think that covers like mainly the important stuff. We met cool people. We made some cool friends who we actually keep in touch with.
I haven't spoken to Mitch yet, except for the
I
fact that he
have.
commented on the thing.
Yeah, he obviously found. Well, he obviously was googling LAGC videos and watched that one. The irony of it being is that LAGC video is kind of like
The worst.
It shows up all our podcast videos too. Yeah, I was trying
need
to
to
render
redo
that
that.
the other night.
You need to redo
Yeah,
that.
I tried.
What
I
did
tried
you
rendering it
use
like
for that?
Well, the thing is because the video camera records it in .mov.
Right. Fair enough.
I had.
You need
I
to
had
get a converter, I'm pretty sure. No, I think you can just download the...
No, I
QuickTime.
can use. No, dude, I can just use.
You're using Vegas.
Yeah, I can just use.
Yeah,
Vegas.
because I don't use Apple devices and I don't really care about them, so I never have fucking QuickTime on. So every time I like want to work in some files, it's like, you need to get QuickTime. I'm like, oh, I don't fucking want QuickTime. Fuck off.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes I don't, but you use Apple devices, so I'm assuming you would have it, so it should be fine for you. Which reminds me,
Yes.
you really need, if you don't find our match, I'm just gonna be really sad.
I am, because me and Jordan played Y Sports again. Not again, but like I'm just telling you again. But rather than go into all that again,
About how you
what were we
lost, though.
talking about before that?
About how you lost, though.
Go on. What did we talk about before that?
That you lost at Weishwas. No, we were talking about, like, stuff, meeting people, and how we spoke to them.
Yeah,
Like, I'm still in
we
touch with
talked to
Omar.
people.
Like, I was talking to him yesterday about shit.
Mm.
It was like,
Yeah. No,
he was all like,
I text
oh,
Mitch.
oh, I almost didn't have enough to get back, but it was worth it for the waifus.
Yeah.
And then
It
he
was
was,
cool.
and then he was like, the thing is, whenever he's been talking online, he's been like, mate, you what? I'm like, you talk like
Yeah.
that too, that's decent. And then it was just like, no hate please, and I was like, K, no hate mate. Then he tried to do cake, but it was C8KE. And then just an all bold kill self. I was like, claps. A lifetime of sadness and suicidal thoughts. But it's also full of Jimmy Savile and the D. That's what he said. And on that note, let's move on to that one thing that we also did while we were there. Segways.
Which was?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Cards Against Humanity, Dave.
Yes.
Go on, since you probably remember it better than me.
Yeah, we were playing Cards Against Humanity, and it got to this one stage where I had a trump card, and it was the best trump card. Now, what I'm about to say may offend some people.
Theoretically, the best. In practice,
theoretically the best.
Not so much. In the sense of you need to read who you're playing with in Cards Against Humanity. That is one thing you need to know. You need to know the people to know what.
I'm not being funny, but guys, for all of you who are listening, which is maybe like one person and myself, you will understand when I mention this in a second. Basically, Jordan plays this card, and it was the school trip was ruined by blank. So I had to fill in the blank, obviously. My trump card was Jimmy Savile. So I'm like, boom, got this. Thank you very much. Gets round, Jordan's like opening them all up. He plays them all, and he's like, these are good, these are funny. Bit of chuckling. And then he picks Dead Parents. And everybody else is like, really? Why didn't you pick Jimmy Savile?
I don't know who it is.
He doesn't know who Jimmy Savile is. So I had to proceed to explain it to him. But we won't do that on this podcast because we don't like those sorts of people. But it was hilarious.
Except for Dave, because he's lolicon and all.
Yeah, but that's different.
It's different because it's Japan.
Anime lollies. Exactly. It's okay. Like Japanese people make ice cream machines where the little girl pees on your ice cream.
Except it's not ice cream.
Everything's acceptable.
It's shaved ice, not ice cream. Fuck's sake, Dave.
I'm sorry, and it's not pee, it's syrup.
It is.
What can I say?
It's not a little girl.
I'm being serious, guys. It is actually syrup.
I know.
I hope. So apart from that wraps up the LAGC section of today's podcast, which is about
of Dave's podcast, right? Sure.
No, today's podcast.
It's like but yeah, but one thing I will add, fuck you, Dave, for not following up with the fucking conditions of going to get ramen with us and going to Japan Center and remembering your damn cards.
I know.
And you owe me food.
I do. I have to pay for his food at Oldcon.
What? That's
as recompense.
Yep.
For 2 days.
To be fair, you essentially saved like 20 quid.
Yeah,
it was expensive, but it was so good. I feel bad for Damien because Damien was like, "I can't finish this." I'm like, "No, Damien, why?" Because Damien doesn't have as big of a stomach as anyone apparently.
Right.
Because he ate maybe a third of it and was like, "I can't eat anymore." I'm like, what? No, how? You haven't eaten all day except for McDonald's in the morning for breakfast. And he was like, "I can't eat it." I'm like, how? I finished mine and was just sipping away at the soup because I was like, it's so good though.
Damien playing Cards Against Humanity though.
God.
That was he not only won, but when he was trying to read stuff, everybody was literally up in his face because he's so quiet.
Yeah. Damien's quiet.
Yeah.
He's
and just the accent when he read out Bukkake. It was so funny.
So good though.
He was so innocent for about 10 minutes, and then it was wow, but he came up with the sickest answer.
I know.
I was like, you fucking kidding me?
I like what was the one where I just did a lifetime of sadness and suicidal thoughts too?
Oh yeah, that was when Omar was Card Czar.
I know, but I can't remember what the card was.
Life isn't complete without blank.
No, you've never
blank.
Your life isn't something until you've experienced a lifetime of sadness and suicidal thoughts. I was like, yep.
Yeah,
Rip
it was
you.
fucking brilliant.
He was just like, oh my god, that's so dark, and then picked it. I was like, yep.
Yeah, but do you
Everyone
remember
loves
there was
some
that
dark shit.
there was that one Little Busters reference with the KKK jersey they had?
No, it wasn't in Little Busters. It was in fucking Bento.
Oh, Bento.
I was just like, oh yeah, they had the KKK jersey there. I was right next to him. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck though.
No, I don't think he did as well. But
I was
'cause
gonna say, as a
he knew.
as a man who's like half of his family is of Jamaican origin, I've learned that most not shitty people who just happen to be of that ethnicity aren't like that easily offended and would hopefully, especially considering like I was like, oh yeah, KKK, right, super cool guys, right? It's like if I'd have said that, then just fuck me, I'm a shitty person. But I was like, oh yeah,
I
this
mean, it
one
was like
show
an anime
they just
reference.
like,
I mean, I didn't even think about it until after Omar just turned around and was like, "What?" And then I was like, "Oh shit, of course, duh." But you don't think of it like that.
Oh, no,
I
I
said
do.
to him, I was like,
I do.
I was like, dude, we didn't mean anything,
Oh no,
it was just an anime thing, and
because
and,
I'm just too
he was like,
used to
"That's
like my father
Not
and all
caring.
of my father's side of the family just like being cool with shit. Because like if you make a joke about like black people, right? It's like my dad will be like, that's funny because I know you're not like trying to be a total cunt and be offensive with it.
Yeah, but still, racism is not good. So either way,
It depends. Racism is in because I'm not saying like you're a piece of shit because you're black. Because that's
no,
racism.
let's not get on this topic, Jordan.
No, we need a topic. This is it.
No, it's not. No,
it's fine.
no.
But
It's not this topic.
As long as you're not like calling someone a piece of shit because of it, it's not racism. As long as you're not trying to offend anyone, trying to make a joke, unless you don't know them.
Jordan, just
if you don't know them, though,
man.
don't tell me what to do. Fuck you. Anyway, though, really don't.
God damn it, you white boy.
Wow.
So yeah,
I'm 25%.
moral of the story
Jamaican,
is,
though.
if you meant it like, if you didn't mean it, you're usually forgiven. But if you do it on purpose, you're a dick. And we do not condone such things.
Don't be racist.
So
kids. Don't discriminate in general ever for anything.
Unless it's James.
Unless it's James.
James lives to be discriminated against.
Mm-hmm. That's the reason for his existence. Anyway, because we need to do like a weekly update of some sort. Dave, what did you get in general over the week?
Hard-ons over all the figures.
Okay, no, go on. I like how we never even mentioned the fact that we met those two cool voice actors, though.
Oh shit, yeah. Me and Jordan met two cool voice actors.
You fucked up.
What?
No, you fucked up.
How did I?
Because you went to the wrong person to get the wrong thing signed.
No. Because I remembered
No,
listen. Hear me out.
Literally, before you went up there, I was like, Dave, you got it wrong, though. No, Dave, stop.
No, hear me out. The reason I still went up to her was because she's Alicia Rue.
That character that I don't remember at all.
She was in episodes 20 and 23 of SEO.
Which one is she?
The one with the hammer, I believe.
Who has a hammer? Explain the fucking, like, actual character design and not a weapon, for fuck's sake. I don't remember anyone with a hammer. That's my point.
Did you not?
No.
I'm pretty sure it was a hammer.
Which race might help? Like, what colours?
If it was episode...
Just fucking tell me colours and shit. Unless you also don't know.
Well, in the Alfheim arc...
Stop trying to explain story things because I will not remember.
Alfheim.
Just give me colours. I'm aware of the fucking arc that happened in those episodes, for fuck's sake.
Blonde hair, she was the leader of one of the groups.
Okay, you see, all you literally needed to say was that. You mean the tanned one. The tanned cattish lady. With blonde hair and, like, yellow clothes.
Wow. Jordan has currently died.
See, even you don't fucking know.
No, dude, you went completely silent then for like 20 seconds.
Oh no, internet connection problems though. Rip.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Rip.
Fucking another timestamp. God damn it. Hello.
So, we're back. Jordan's back. I've been here forever.
No, me too. Though.
But yeah, no. So anyway,
the
two voice actors, Alicia. I got Alicia Rue to sign the fan because she's still SAO related, and I said to her, I was like, I do feel bad. I was like, because I didn't bring my Madoka thing to get signed.
Wait,
because she could have.
Oh, okay. Madoka, like, go on.
She's Homura.
Okay, I was about to say you mean a Madoka fan in itself because she's still the wrong fucking person though.
No, that's the thing. My Madoka clear file had all of them on there. So I was going to get her to sign one and then get fucking, obviously Madoka's one as well. But, nah. And then like, she's there holding my fan and the woman's like, I'm like, can I take a picture of this? She's like, yeah, sure. So I'm going to take a picture and the woman's come over. She's like, hey, do you want to be in the photograph? And I'm like, oh, yeah! Just literally gave everybody my stuff and just jumped in behind her and was like, oh my god, I'm so happy right now.
Wow.
I know. So, yeah, that was definitely a good day in my life. And then Jordan gave both of them pictures he drew of the characters they voice act.
Yep.
Because they're shit.
Wow. Because I drew Nova from Zillia 2 and Midori from Toradora. And then got them printed off.
Yeah, they were nice drawings.
They're really nice prints.
Got them printed on professional printing paper.
Yeah.
In other words, he took them to a shop and got a printer to print them.
Yep. And because the fun thing is, because I had two of them, like one for them and one for me, so I was like gave each of them one. But the first time, and I think the second time as well, the person, because essentially any more than one item for each one you had to pay for, so they were all like, are you getting more than one thing? So I'm like, no, it's for them though. Can I not give people things?
Yeah.
And then for both of them, they were like going to sign. I was like, no, that one's for you though. It's like, for me, I was like, yeah. Do people not give you things though? That's
Really?
Yeah, no, because neither of them like thought that was for them. I was like, no, that one's for you though. And they're like, oh.
And they're just there like, oh my god.
I was like, yeah. I don't even know if they knew I drew them though. I was like, oh. Then Christina V took a picture with it. I was like, e.
Oh, do you know what? I should check her Facebook and Twitter and see if they've been put up.
Nope.
And then link you and be like, he drew this.
They didn't though.
The irony of it being is you didn't even fucking sign them, you scrub.
Nah. I was going to, but it was like I was rushing around in the morning. Because I didn't want to sign the picture that I would have as well. But they were like the same one getting printed off anyway, so it's like, but yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Plus my
just imagine though, they could be hanging up in their houses in LA.
Plus, to be fair,
your pictures could be in America.
Well, I mean, I would hope so. I would be really sad if they just threw them away over here.
That would be really funny. They just walked out and just went, shit.
Aww. No, I'd just be like, oh, okay.
Could you imagine if they were walking out and like Christina just turns around and Christina just goes, bitch, your wife, you shit.
What?
But I think the clinching deal was when Jordan, like everybody was told they weren't allowed to record anything because it's taken up time. Jordan just goes up and he's like, can I record you saying something in Madoka's voice? And she's like, yeah, sure. Go on, you can finish it. What, the recording?
No, we've already had it put up earlier though. Remember?
Oh, that's true. That's
why I didn't mention it, but okay.
Anyway.
Might as well at least get the story in. But basically what you heard earlier is what we did. Or I did. Dave didn't do shit. Dave lost recordings rather than gaining them.
Shut up. Fuck my life.
It's true though. Piece of shit.
It's true though. True that, bro.
It is.
Innit?
Yep. Anyway,
so, but yeah, no.
Weekly update things. Dave, what have you gone throughout the week? in general, not just from LAGC?
In general, well, because I was away, I had DVD turn up from MVM. It was Campion, the one we ordered, and then we didn't order that next one because it was shit. So I got Campion. I got the. I'm trying to think. I've been away for so fucking long.
I've been away for so long.
Wow, thanks for that, Jordan. No, I'm pretty sure I got that. My Nyan type still hasn't turned up. That's currently en route. I've got Dusk Maiden of Amnesia, but I think that had arrived the previous week. I just wasn't home. But apart from that and the figures I got up at LAGC, not a lot, mate. Not a lot.
Wow.
So it's been a quiet week for me for a change.
Wow.
Apart from the fact that I got fucking Ilya cards, suck my dick.
Wow.
Yeah,
that took you so
yeah,
long to
I
say
went
that
there.
now.
I went there. No, I know. I was
Almost
just waiting.
as if
I
you
was just
forgot
waiting
it.
for it. Hey,
Almost as if you'd forgot it.
almost. I was just waiting to see if you'd notice. No, I got an army order come through. It wasn't too big. It was 2 packs of the Fate Collide extra boosters, which I have built a deck on. So I've got a Fate Collide deck. That is in Japanese, unfortunately, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I got my not my Vers Empires t-shirt, sorry, my United Earth Forces t-shirt from Cospa. What did I get? I got my Ilya phone charm. So yeah, because I'm a fag and have phone charms, don't care.
It's true.
It's on my
Such
work
a
phone
faggot
as well.
now.
Just walking around with Ilya, not like I care. I bought a D Greyman necklace as well.
I want you to just get an Ilya Daki marker and walk around with it.
What, at Olcom?
No, just in general. I mean,
want me to do
get
it at
one in
Olcom?
general, but walk around with it, just in general. So
I'll walk around with it at Olcom.
do it. Go get one. Walk around with it at Alcon.
Yeah.
Cosplay as a brother.
Oh my god, that is genius.
Do it though.
Just lie on the floor and have it sitting on my face.
No, just walk around with her in your arms, just like, it's okay, we'll be there soon.
Yeah, but then I need to find somebody to cosplay as Kuro and like hang onto my arm.
No though, just get a Kuro
Wow.
Dakimakura too. Just feel like I got pictures for days. Walk around with 2 Dakimakuras in each hand.
But dude, did you see it, all those fucking pictures you sent me? Like how many of them we're in?
I know that. Well, 2 I found, except for ones that were like
Yep.
of the same person.
Mitch. Yeah. And then like all I keep seeing is like I'll be looking through the pictures for LAGC that keep popping up, and I'm like, oh look, there's Mitch, because you find Mitch and there's us.
I just like, because I was going through them and then like it stopped working, so I just clicked on them and started going through, and and then I just saw us and I was like, oh, okay, we were there. But yeah,
We are immortalized.
that's your weekly update done, I guess.
That is my weekly.
That means it's my turn now. Well, got Nisekoi cards, got Machina, got Sheena, still Sheena though. I got my Symphogear Chris figure, which came with a plate, which is actually just like a picture in a little plastic thing that stands, which is actually pretty cool. I got my Kuroz de Kurok figure, which Dave isn't getting because he's a faggot. I got my Twin Tail keychain, which I put on my bag. I got my Twin Tail towel, which isn't even really a towel. It doesn't feel like I could ever use it to dry myself with. It just feels like it's silk, which I'm pretty sure isn't what towels are. I got my 2 pictures signed, I guess. I got my Miki figure. I got my settings for No Game No Life and Little Busters. I got my Shiro mug, or cup rather, it's more of a cup than a mug. I think Maybe.
Maybe.
I think
that was it.
If it wasn't, then fuck it, I guess.
It's like, fuck it. Screw my life.
Yeah, fuck it. Proper good, mate. It's not like I need it or anything. Fuck it.
Oh, yes.
It's not like I need to live or anything. Anyway.
Yep.
Anime of the week. Which, last week's was Romeo x Juliet, which, did we do? I can't even remember anymore.
No, we didn't, because we decided it was rubbish.
Yeah.
This week's anime of the week
is X. Just X.
Literally, that's it.
Yep, just
X.
X. Just X. Which,
I'll do the first bit.
Fun little story about X before we do it. Anime Online do like a little pack of like you get just 10 random Animu discs, and I actually have 2 parts of X. Never seen either of them, but I just have 2 random discs from X.
Wow.
Yep. So go on, Dave.
Now
Tell
there's
us
the
what it's
collection
about,
for a
since I
time.
have no fucking idea.
Kamui stands alone at the crossroads between salvation and Armageddon. Destiny demands that this tormented young man decide the fate of a world he no longer belongs in. Torn between rival orders of superhuman warriors, the time has come for Kamui to choose his side. Either he fights with the dragons of heaven to save the civilization, and the 2 friends he swore to always protect, or he must draw swords alongside the dragons of earth and deliver a death blow to the human race. Whatever his choice, there will be consequences. Friends will change,
was going to read the
friends
second
will
half,
die.
but fine.
Life will never be the same.
There's a last chance time for everything. The time is now.
I only read it all because you were like, you know,
Waiting for you to be finished. With your first one.
I thought you were like, oh, you do it because I don't know anything about it. And I was like, okay,
neither
so I
do
guess
you
I'll read all of
though.
it.
You were just reading.
Wow.
Wow, Dave. So yeah, that's the thing.
So that's this week's $9.99
As usual.
as usual. Should go buy it.
Maybe. I'm personally not.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I'm kind of considering doing is just like putting 10 aside each week, just in general, whether I get it or not, and that'll just be like actual Animu funds. Oh, I remember one thing that I ordered that just hasn't come. I ordered bento from America.
Oh yeah, you did.
From America. Because I was in a call with Joseph, like, after finishing, I was like, you know what, I'm going to check, and then it was like £28 and like £1.84 shipping. I was like, well, that's an extra like £11 for Blu-ray. Click, Joseph, are you going to stop me? And he was like, what? I was like, I'm done. Why didn't you stop me, Joseph? It was like, oh, stop it. I was like, it's too late now, though. Rip. So I spent £30 on bento and ordered a bento figure from eBay because it was from Japan, so it's probably not too bad. But I'm pretty sure I mentioned that at some point. That or I just mentioned it today, which is probably what actually happened. Anyway, you're going first for the featured Animu of the week. Week.
Who are you calling fucking weak, bro? I think. Have I already done GTO?
Yeah.
Damn it!
You did it like really
God damn
early
it.
on, you watching it. It's a rip.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
That's a bit of a shit.
Rip you.
I'm trying to think. Give me a second. It's coming to me.
It came.
Coming to me. It's come all over my head and I've forgotten it.
Rip.
I have a really hard time picking Animu of the week because the last week I haven't really had a chance to like watch too much stuff.
That's the reason why.
But
you
I
put
think
it in
I
general.
think
Just go though.
I think it's gonna have to be fucking Absolute Duo.
Wow. Not even finished.
'Cause-
So rip. Odds
I
are
know
you've
it's not
probably
f-
already done it just because you're a piece of shit.
Hey?
You've probably already done it just because you're a piece of shit, though.
No, because it was only 2 episodes. Well, it wasn't even that. It was like
Exactly, you probably
One.
still did it, though. You're like, nigga, I don't
Probably.
give a shit, though.
I don't care. My featured anime of the week is Absolute Duo. Basically, the premise is there's a guy who's in a class as an irregular.
I wanted you to
Because-
just say, there's a guy. Just stop.
and stop. Okay, done.
Whenever you start with "there's a guy," it's just like I always just want people to just stop there. Basic premises: there's a guy.
And that's it. See you later, guys. We're done.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Said by people taking my motherfucking Capri Sun away from the podcast. No, really though. Go on, I guess.
But yeah, so basically, there's a guy. He's classed as an irregular.
Stop starting with "there's a guy," for fuck's sake.
Okay, there's a girl who knows a guy. He's called Toru, but they call him Thor, but not like that. They actually call him Toru because that's how you say Thor in Japan. So basically, what happens is these kids can they can make weapons with their soul, and it's called a blaze. And basically, he is an irregular because he doesn't make a weapon. He ends up with a shield, and everybody so that never happens. So he ends up with obviously a shield. Everybody else is like,
and that's why he's the protagonist.
And shit, exactly. Julia, I think, kind of has a thing for him, and he blatantly has a thing for her.
She just wants his D.
Yeah,
his shield.
There is dragons in it. For those that dragons. You know, D is dragons.
Wow, there are dragons. What a spoiler!
I know.
I haven't.
It's alright. You see the dragon in the very first 5 minutes of episode 1, so it's fine. So not too many spoilers, but basically, they sort of end up with their own little group of friends. It becomes a little bit harem-y. It is kind of ecchi as well. So there are a couple minor lewd scenes, but nothing major. And then basically, yeah, they go on to do at the moment it's on episode 6, and they're just going through stages of kind of leveling up, and getting their training done. And there's been a couple of fights and things, and he's sort of awoken, to his sort of shield and working with Julia a little bit better. So it's their relationship's progressing. He's got another person that's after him, and another person. So there's three chicks after him, and he doesn't know about all 3 of them. So it's a harem. But I think it's a really nice show, and it's something a little bit different. And plus, I kind of like the idea of harems anyway. So
I didn't say you said a little bit different, but especially from your description, it doesn't sound different.
No, the actual the story's different from a general lovey harem. I mean, a lot of it is based on the fighting and and backstory. It's not so much.
I mean, you could really say that about most. Or a lot.
Well, yeah, probably, but still.
I never
like
saying something's different, especially if it's a harem, because it's typically not ever. Except for what J-List was all oh my god, a harem show that's actually good, and fuck you though.
Yep, all harem shows are good. Fuck off.
I wouldn't say all, but I wouldn't say all are bad either.
Says the man who bought the pop-up hentai book.
So, 300 yen pop-up hentai book. It's a conversation starter. Hey, bought a pop-up hentai book. What the fuck is that? Allow me to tell you, it's a pop-up book. It's got hentai in it. Interesting, right?
I'm not even going to tell you. I'm just going to show you.
It's only got 3 pages though. Well, yeah, 3 or 4. I forget now. Essentially, 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
No, though. Shut up.
Wow.
Get out, Dave.
Just wow, Jordan. Wow, Jordan. Wow, don't do it.
Get out of my house.
So yeah, that's my featured anime. Jordan, what's yours?
Bento.
God, you're so shit.
No, Bento is just so good, though.
It is. I'll give you that.
You have to admit that Bento is just too good.
Bento's so good.
What is bento? Some of you might ask. It's a bunch of kids fighting over half-price food.
Yush, it is.
But
it's so good. I love
so
the
hype.
fights they have.
I love the fact that it's just so hype about just fighting. Look, by this point, you know I just love dumb shit, and it is really dumb, and that's why I love it, and that's all I really need to say.
It's not even like really dumb. It's just like really, really dumb.
That didn't make any sense. It's not really dumb. It's not even really dumb. It's really, really dumb, which is essentially the opposite. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I found the email that says a horror anime that's actually good. Which one is it though? Oh, it's How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend is the English title.
What?
Senai heroin no soda ted kata.
Wow.
That's the title. The fuck was
wow.
that?
That was my phone. My phone went off for a change instead of yours.
Oh no, it's usually my Skype, if anything.
Well, yeah, there is that.
I just use the same notification sound because it's just gets your attention, and that's what I feel a notification sound should do. Because what's the fucking point otherwise? It's like, here's a notification sound that just doesn't get my attention at all, and why do you have it? I need a notification. No, it's the point though. Shut up. Get out.
Do you know what I've realised as well? That's really bad.
You. Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
No, I think I've left my iPhone charger at home.
Wow.
And it's currently at 1% battery.
Wow.
So I'm going to be going over to Tesco's after this.
You have a work phone at least.
Yeah, I know, but I can't use interwebs on it because the company gets charged.
Don't use interwebs on it.
God, you guys are all fags.
It's a simple
It's
solution.
only literally 10 seconds down the road. That's the good thing. And it's a direct collection one as well. So
or if iPhones weren't shit and used a non-proprietary cable, you could just use anything.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
that's why I'm
iPhones
thinking about getting a Nokia or something.
I usually go HTC. I only really have my Note 3 because it's a Note. I wanted a phone that I could draw on. That's the only reason I didn't go with HTC again. Because here's the thing though, in my family it's we've always had this thing of I got this phone first, everyone's sort of copying me. So I had a HTC Touch first before anyone else. And then everyone got HTC phones and you got this phone first, we're all copying you. I'm like, okay. And then I got a Samsung because I wanted to be able to draw on it. And then my sister was like, you're copying me. I'm like, no, I wanted a phone that I could draw on. If a HTC phone had something I could draw on, I'd do that. If it was something else, I'd probably go for that one. I don't give a shit. The build quality of your phone, sister, is literally worse than Hitler. No, because it just feels so empty. I'm like, that's horrible. I would rather hang around with Hitler than use your phone.
Just wow.
I went there.
Oh, did I?
Samsung Galaxy S whatever's a piece of shit. It needs to feel not like it's just an empty shell. Because otherwise...
Oh, well, this is news.
Hello, go on.
This is news.
Go on.
Diabolic Lovers Anime Season 2 is announced.
Saw it earlier.
So I'm
never
happy
seen
as
it.
pie.
So, rip.
Ripping.
I don't remember hearing
Please.
very good things about Diabolic Lovers, though. That's all. That's the only reason I never mentioned anything. Former Rare staffers have officially reunited to develop a spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. Now that's real news right there, son!
Nobody cares. Nisekoi's out soon. Be happy. Shut up. Moving on.
Wow. So, we did all that. So I guess topic time.
What was today's topic?
I don't know. Let's just go.
Oh
with...
wait, today's topic was LAGC, which we spoke about.
No, I
first.
mean no, because it's like I said, we could do a shorter topic of like I don't know, something along the lines of maybe just like meeting people from the internet in the real life. And long story short, don't be a James and be all like, "Oh my god, I can touch you." And
like I did when I got there.
No, because you never actually like touched me though. Whereas James was like,
Well,
"Oh my god, I can touch you," and start touching me. Like, James, stop it though. Plus, you only did it to mock James, and you didn't do it genuinely. Though to be fair, it's probably like the part of the reason you probably wouldn't is because like why would you? We haven't known each other for like 3 years, unlike me and James. 3 months, mate. Well, actually, it's been more like 5 now.
Yeah.
Since September time. Unlike the 3 years, 3 to 4 years I've known James, so... Because it's like, it's a different feeling to me when it's like people in England and all my other friends in America. So I met one of those, I've been like, oh, this is kind of weird, because like, you literally live thousands of miles away, whereas with you and James, like, hey, it doesn't cost like £500 to come and visit you.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to get a train down to you, it'd be 100, but... Rip.
That's it. But even then, like, you can get it cheaper, like, on a good day, so...
Oh,
and the irony of it is literally just a train journey.
I know. Still, though. It's like, what? It's too much. Because, like, how much is it from for you to get to London by train? Did you ever check?
Nope.
Because, like, it's... Well, for just a train, it'd be like $18.50 for me. So if it were like even $40 for you, it would still be less than actually getting a train to you. Like, go to London and then get on a train from there.
Do you know what? I mean, like, my fuel cost turned out to be like £32 to drive from my house to London and back again.
Uh-huh. You should drive down to London and back again, and I'll just get a train there. Yep.
Wow.
Totes.
No.
Yeah. And then we'll go to Japan Center and show you while we're there.
Wow.
Just...
You should come down mine and stay for a weekend, though, or something. Or even, like, for a couple of days.
If you came to pick me up, maybe. Because fuck off am I paying £100. I already paid, like, 45 just to fucking go to LAGC for a day. And that was an actual event. I'm not going to pay much more than that just to come and visit. To be honest.
What?
No.
Like, for serious?
Yeah. Because that's like a lot of money just to go and visit someone. Especially when you like come down my way for work and you could just come over at some point, but you never did. I was like, oh.
That's because I was busy.
Sure. I mean, really, was there a reason you just couldn't, like, after, like, rather than going
Yeah,
home?
it was because I got, like, fucking extended, and then the next day I got told I had to go somewhere else, so it was like me.
Oh, no, I mean on other times. Because it's like, it's not like you've
other times I haven't been close enough.
But you could just come over and stay for a couple of days rather than going home, though. You should totally do that.
Yeah, but like,
do it
the last time I was in Scotland and I flew, so like I'm in Bristol, so that involved like a 4-hour drive.
Well, in that case, yeah,
fair,
but I mean, you've been in Lincolnshire like 2 or 3 times now.
That was like the first time.
2 or 3 times now, though.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, anyway, next time you are, you should. I mean, the ice is already broken, so.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not like you're going to be weirded out from meeting the first time, but anyway. Yes, meeting people online is essentially the topic. Considering, have you actually done...
It can be fun.
Huh?
And it can be fun, but
I mean, I fucking hope so. I hope you didn't meet someone online and just be like, this is literally the worst time I've ever had in my life. Like, fuck.
Well, no, because, like, I mean, the guys that I met through AL when we were down in Exeter, that was fun.
Oh,
but,
and
like,
just
you know,
me, though. I was like, no, shit, though.
Yeah, fuck this guy. The thing is, like, me and you have spoken, and fuck me, we recorded, like, 8 podcast episodes, 2 hours long. I mean, we've been on Skype for at least 14 hours.
You see, you say that as if it's a long time, but I've been in a Skype call for 148 before.
Wow.
What up?
That's bad.
What up, nerd? It was a great time.
That's terrible. Some of us have jobs.
Oh no, we went to jobs and shit. We weren't there the whole time, obviously. Just we never ended the Skype call until like 148 hours.
Fucking, that's just insane. But yeah, I mean, like, meeting people online is fun. I probably wouldn't do it if it was just like me seeing that person.
What do you mean?
But I think if you go and like have an event, then that's probably a good thing. I mean, unless it's Jordan, in which case I've fucking known you for long enough now, so...
5 months is long enough, kids.
Yep. Well, the thing is, if you've seen them on webcam and, you know, you fucking talk, like, nearly every day and shit, you kind of, like...
If you would
get
actually consider them a friend, is what I think you're trying to get at, essentially.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if they're just like a person you talk to on a forum every now and then personally I wouldn't, depending on the person. But it's like, for example, John. Like, I joined a commentary thing of his like 4 or 5 years ago now, and we've been talking pretty much ever since. Like, I would consider him a friend. Like, fuck off, would I not? Because that'd be fucking insane, because it's like, we've been good friends for like 4 or 5 years now. Never met, but...
Well, yeah.
Because to me, some of my better friends are actually online, in the sense of like... Oh, that was me though. Rip.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's it.
Fun fact, Ben's joining the army at some point, and he was like, tells me not to die in the army, and then he gets a job doing will writing for people. You know, writing out wills. I'm like, oh, God. Shout out to Ben for writing out wills for people or something.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it's like, I would actually consider most of my online friends to be better friends than people I know in person, because for starters, there's no like, none of this, because you can be yourself more than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, you can be yourself more easily online than you can
exactly.
in person.
You're yourself from day one rather than...
If you're hiding who you are online, then you're just a piece of shit who's really insecure. Because, you know, I'll be all like, hey, my name's Jordan. Like, I've never really tried to hide behind an alias or something like most people. I'm like, think of a cool username, I'm Jordan. I don't really like my name too much. It's not that rad, but fucking, it's my name. And I know that
exactly.
I can understand people hiding their identity, because there are some things that are like, you wouldn't want to be a part of. I would also say, don't have all of your bank details on the internet. Don't be a dumb guy and be all like, I'm scared of using the internet because they're going to find my bank details that do not exist on my computer at all. So, where I worked before, someone was all like, I don't want to do that because of this reason. I'm like, it's like, stop it though.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't have it on your computer in general, they can't. If you don't have it on any piece of technology, they can't. It doesn't work like that, but sure. That's what you want to believe. But, like, that's a bit off topic, so...
Yep.
Because I think you have more experience in terms of meeting people on forums, because, like, the only reason I meet most of my people is either from, like, back in the day of doing YouTube stuff, like, from Let's Plays and stuff, which is how I met John. Like, John and Vincent and a couple other guys, and there was that, and it's essentially, ironically enough, from when I met James on a live stream, and then he introduced me to some people, who then led to, through James I met Alex and Holden and Terry, and then, like, me and Terry have spoken a lot for a while. Me and Holden don't talk nearly as much as we used to, and then through Alex I joined, like, this weird dubbing group, and that's also where I got into abridging, and then I met, like, a dickload of other fucking people through that. So theoretically, if I'd have never went to that... It's also one of those things that's interesting to think of. If I never went to that live stream, I would literally not know half the people I know today.
Well, yeah, it's like AL. I mean, I wouldn't have met you, we wouldn't be doing this, vice versa, and, you know, it's... I don't know. I think, to be fair, I find myself... I think the thing is, you get to talk to people that you like or can associate with easier.
Yeah, it's
because of your similar interests.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier to make friends online in the sense of like, hey, same as at cons, because you're around people that are like sharing interests with you. Whereas in just out in the wild, it's like, it's not so easy, especially if you're like me
the thing is,
and don't have normal people interests.
If you go out in real life and you actually you see somebody you would like to talk to, you can't go up and talk to them. But if they were on the other end of a forum post, then you can have a chat with them, and it's normal.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people put a lot of space, a lot of time into social media, but they don't actually take those skills that they use to talk and get to know people on forums and chat rooms and websites and stuff like that. They don't actually use them in real life. And I think the issue behind it is everybody's the same. As in, they'll talk to people online, but if you to actually do the same thing you do online in real life, if somebody came up to me and was like, "Oh, hi, how's it going?" I'll talk to them. But there are a lot of people, and even ones that use forums and talk to people on the internet, that don't like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I can agree in the sense of because I would say it's kind of weird also doing that, because it's because you're walking up to someone you literally know nothing about, unless say, because if you're in school, it's or in any environment where you're meeting up on somewhat of a regular basis, it's a lot easier. If you work with them or if you're in school with them or stuff like that, it's easier. Mm-hmm. If you're just random guy on the street, partially it's because you don't know anything about them that you wouldn't, because it's I can't. How could you really? Because on a forum, it's if you really want to know something about someone, odds are I can go on their profile and be like, "Oh, hey, this guy likes this thing, me too," and then you can go up to them and be like, "Hey, I saw on your profile you like this thing, I do too. What's up, guy?" Whereas if you meet someone on the street, it's the closest you'll get is "Hey, cool shirt," which is ironically what I did a lot. It's probably not even ironic at all, but what I did a lot.
Do you know
at
what
conventions.
happened?
What?
Speaking of that, something happened today that was really funny. I just sort of had to chuckle. I was wearing my my United Earth Defense Force T-shirt, and I had an old lady ask me if I was in the army because of my T-shirt.
Oh mate, rip!
I was like, trust me, I'd love to be a part of this army because I'd be driving mechas. And she was like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Don't worry." I was like, "But thanks anyway."
Yep. Thanks for thinking that I did things. Yeah, because it's honestly, that is the closest you'll get to meeting people, and even then, that person has to have the confidence, for starters, to actually come up to you and be like, "Hey, it's a cool shirt you got there." If I saw someone wearing a shirt that I designed, that is probably the closest to a time that I would actually go up to them and be like, "Hey, nice shirt," because it's "Hey, I made that shirt. Hey, how's it going? What's up?" Just be that guy. And that's probably the closest I would get. Because if you're wearing the exact same shirt, then it's a lot easier in the sense of same shirt, it's weird, and then walk off because you would feel awkward about the fact that you just suddenly walked up. Because that's it, it's really just awkwardness. Because there are some guys that I know who would just straight up do that. I'm I don't know how you can, because that's really weird. Also, because I just know some people who are either just really egocentric or just super confident, to the point of it probably still just being really sort of egotistical in general. Demigos, man. But yeah, internet people are cool, and it still annoys me that still to this day people are internet friends aren't real friends. I'm fuck off.
That's the thing. I mean, you got to define friendship, and I think it's somebody you would quite happily give your. I think. Just somebody you're happy to talk to.
Yeah, because it's to me, it's because that is really it. It's a case of how do you define a friend. It's to me, a friend's hey, hang out with you and not feel awkward. Also that's it, I guess. Not feeling awkward around someone, they're probably your friend, or something along those lines. Because it's you know each other well enough to not feel super awkward about whatever. But then again, there are people who just don't feel awkward in general, and then it's well, I don't know how I can help you with that. But it's between that and then sort of, I would say a close friend's hey, I have a problem, I can talk to you about it, and I'm not going to feel like a shitty person who's just dumping all this crap on you. And then you can, it's
exactly.
A mutual sort of exchange of feelings, I guess. Which is where I was for example, I would say Ben's my best friend in terms of people I know and have met, because he's the only person that I have known and met who I can talk to shit about like that and like get along really well with. Whereas everyone else is like, hey, can hang out with you, but fuck off, am I going to tell you anything personal? Because it's like, you're just going to laugh at me, and I know you will, because you're a piece of shit in that sense. Whereas people online,
that's why I like.
there are a lot more people I can be like that with and actually talk to about things in general, and not be like, hey, you want to go play video games? Ah, yeah, sure. Or it's like, hey, I'm having kind of a shitty day. And then they're like, oh, like, yo, what up? Whereas my other friends would be like, ha, nerd. And then walk off. They probably wouldn't, but it's like, not as, yeah. It's basically defined by that to me. And in which case, it's a lot easier to, like, have people online that you can talk to, because it's not a case of... I don't really know why in some ways, because it's just, yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite explain it. I mean, I got a lot of friends that are internet-based, and I seem to find I'd rather, like, hang out with them than I would, like, people I've met in real life, because generally, the people that I meet in real life that I talk to, 90% of them I only talk to because I can't be bothered to talk to anyone else. It would, like, you know, it's kind of like... They're still friends, but I wouldn't go out and, like, have a drink with them or anything. Funny enough, Mitch just messaged me.
Funnily enough, Ben's messaging me right now, and I'm like, oh, well, can't really do too much because I'm doing a podcast, so I can't type too much. But yeah, all I see here is just like, I just see the words Brody, bro, and I'm like, heh, heh.
Brody, bro.
It's like bro, Brody, bro. Sup, Brody, bro. Yeah, also, it's fun when people have webcams, you can play card games online. It's another thing though, like, just online games as well would be, like, a thing. Because how would you, like... Okay, you definitely have more experience in this, I guess, because you played MMOs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep.
In terms of...
I played Warcraft for, like, 13 years.
Okay, then, that's...
Well, technically 13 years. It was 2003 when they done the beta.
Right, but yeah, basically, let's go off that, because, like, say, were you a part of, like, a guild and stuff? Game. Did you, like, talk to people, like, on a regular basis?
Yeah, loads.
Like, how's your relationship with them, I guess, is what I'm asking, because, to me, there's a difference between that sort of thing and then just generally meeting people and chatting, because, like, you have a thing you're trying to do in an MMO, whereas just talking to people, you're literally just talking to people, sort of thing. So how did you find things with MMO friends, as opposed to, like, say, people like me, who you don't really play games with, but you just talk to?
Well, to be honest, I think it's pretty much the same as me and you. Because they're still friends, you know, we still interact in pretty much the same way. I mean, there's nothing that's really fundamentally different about it, apart from, like, the things we talk about, really.
Yeah.
Because obviously it sort of centers around the kind of the subject and the thing you kind of met on. That's what I seem to find with forums as well, is if you're, say, the anime forum, a lot of the guys that I talk to on there I speak to about, like, anime and mangas and games and stuff like that. And with you it's podcast and anime, because, you know, AL with the guys from the games, it's a little bit of anime, but, you know, mostly it's just about that particular game.
Mm-hmm. Cause, like...
But yeah, no, I mean, fundamentally, there's not really a lot of difference. I think the interaction is on a slightly larger scale. So instead of 1-on-1, it's like sort of like 1-on-30, because it's an open chat.
Yeah.
So you kind of get everybody's involved, and you can have private convos, but a lot of the time you end up having, like, either 3 or 4 private convos as well as, like, a big group chat.
Yeah, fair enough then. Because Because that's the thing, I've never really done forums or MMOs, so I can't really talk too much about either of those. But in terms of just general chat and, say, meeting through YouTube and stuff, then yeah, I can. Because I met most of my friends through YouTube and stuff. Whereas I don't think you did, because you never, like... Because MMOs to you are like my YouTube things, because I've made videos on YouTube for like 7 years. Which is weird to think about. I mean, even though it was like on and off for the first like 2 or 3, and then it got a lot more prominent. But yeah, it was weird because I was as a side note, I was what we considered to be the old school Let's Play community before it was called Let's Playing and people just said playthroughs and walkthroughs. And those were the good old days, back when people didn't use those like face cams and their only almost exclusive PC games, because people used to invest money into it and have a good time with console games. Unlike everyone can do it now, because it's like, hey, just download insert screen capture software and play all the PC games. And then it's like, oh, those fun times are like almost over, because like all the old school sort of Let's Players, well, most that I like followed, like Scottish Duck 17 and my friend John, who I watched before I was friends with, which is even weirder. The fact that there was a time where I was like, oh mate, I watched a bunch of your videos, you're a cool guy. The fact that that time existed is really fucking weird to me, because now I'm just like, fucking loser.
Yeah, that's it. You kind of like wish,
Wish what? I want to know where that was about to go.
No, I'm confused.
I was about, if you're going to say wish it never happened, like, fuck no.
No, I mean, like, I wish things sometimes, like how they were, like, say 5 years ago with gaming, kind of still prevail today, but a lot, it's changed so much, and like everybody's kind of jumping on the bandwagon, and like what I tend to find now is any of the ones that are even like slightly remotely interesting, I tend to turn off because of all like the donate this, donate to me, donate, and like they have fucking banners going up about like who's donated what and when, and it's like,
yeah, right, you're on about like streams and stuff, right?
Yeah, like even like fucking like Let's Plays, they've got like highest donator tag.
Well, not
is such and such at like 50. One of them had like $50,000 sent to him. Apparently, I was like, "You fucking."
Oh yeah, there are some people who are like, there are some that are okay, like Yogscast Christmas live streams. I like, and for theirs, it's understandable that they have all that, and like Rooster Teeth also, because they do like charity live streams and stuff like that. Which, to be honest, I would love to do if we ever got a following of a decent size, because like that would be absolutely fucking amazing. Because it's like one of those things that you want to do, but it's like, if I do it, I would like it to be something that's a meaningful charity for starters, and not just like going for some random shit. Like, personally, I wouldn't probably do cancer research, even though I would have a reason to, because of my like grandfather and stuff like that. But it's like everyone does, and there are probably charities that are just like lesser.
Still worth doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like fuck cancer research, right? No, not at all. But like, yeah, I'm not saying like so mainstream. Don't want to do that. It's just like the lesser and still like really important ones.
It's nice to give somebody else a bit of attention.
Yeah, that sort of thing, essentially. Because it's like, for example, there was the one that I did with those voice actors, which was the suicide prevention type of thing and mental health type of things, like that sort of stuff.
So it's like supporting James.
Yeah, essentially. No, it's essentially supporting most of the people I've talked to on the internet. Not all.
Apart from me.
Well, not you, and not a lot of people, but like quite a lot of people I know are sort of like that. Also online, which is again like back to essentially our topic, because it's like a lot of people are just really sort of depressed even online, I've found, and it's like, yo,
I think if you're online and depressed, you need to do something with your life rather than like me or Jordan, or like somebody else on the forums telling you everything's going to be okay. I don't like.
I don't. Stuff. It's like, if it's just like, oh, everything's going to be okay. It's like, don't. It's like okay. I don't like Tumblr. I'll put it that way, in the sense of like generic Tumblr existence of, baby or beautiful, everything's okay. It's like, no. Please don't lure this person into a just sense of false security and that everything's just amazing in life, because that's bad. Don't lie to people. If something's wrong, make them know it's wrong and tell them it's wrong. It's really shitty, but that's okay. It's like, you're an ugly piece of shit, but
that's
it's okay.
Life.
That's you. That's how you are. You're an ugly piece of shit, but there's nothing wrong with it. You shouldn't.
Yeah, Jordan.
I know I am.
You're an ugly piece of shit.
I am an ugly piece of shit, and there's nothing wrong with me being an ugly piece of shit.
Jump off a bridge.
You should stop smoking, Dave. It's bad for you.
You don't care about me no more.
Fun little side note. I showed Damien because he hadn't seen it, that one show of The Real Ass Waifu, which is like, what was it again? I can't understand a word my husband is saying, is the English title, because neither of us remember the Japanese one, but I was showing him that. And like, the episode after the one we finished on the train, I just showed to everyone there because some people didn't see it, like Mitch and Omar. And then it was just like about smoking, and Dave was smoking at the time. I was like, Dave, you should stop smoking, it's not good for you. And essentially we just played out the whole scene. So Dave was just like, you just don't care about me. And I'm like, oh.
And we were just literally just sat there reading all the lines off, having an argument.
Yep, it was great.
It's like, it's about the workload. I don't care, I smoke because I'm stressed.
So, that's a weird thing though, because you don't seem like you would be stressed. Like, ever.
No, I'm not. I'm not really, am I?
Why do you smoke?
Because I want to, I guess.
Is it because it's cool, Dave? You think you're cool? Destroying your body like that?
For me, it's like, it just gets me... I don't know.
Is it the whole fact of, like, you get addicted to nicotine? Is that it, maybe?
Could be.
Probably.
Could be.
Who knows?
I don't feel the need to give up, so...
because it's like, to me, it's annoying when people are like, I smoke, but, like, I don't have any money. I'm like, just stop smoking. Smoking's expensive as shit, dude.
See, I smoke and I have money.
Side note, my father...
People...
You want to know something funny? My father stopped smoking for a while, and you know what he did? Bought a fucking RX-8. I was like, you see? If you don't smoke, you can have a dickload more money and buy cool shit.
Wow.
It's like, look, if you're an anime fan, you're all complaining about how you don't have money for figures, but you smoke. Stop smoking. I know it's not the easiest.
When it gets to that point, I'll quit smoking, but at the moment, I can afford Laura, so I don't care.
But you could afford even more, Laura.
I
find it funny, though, because literally, you're like, oh, I don't think I'll have enough or something. You're like, oh, it's so much. I'm like, hey, Dave, if you just stop smoking, you could get even more. But yeah, smoking's bad, kids. Don't do it. And even if Dave says that he doesn't care, just don't. Because it's bad, and you shouldn't do it. My grandfather smoked and he died of lung cancer, so... Fuck.
See, I'm not fussy if I go from that. If I do, I'm a fatalist, I guess, in that respect. So I'm like, it happens. And then, because my view on it is, I could, like, walk out the door tomorrow and get like, hit by a car.
Yeah. I'm not saying, yo, stop smoking and die from it. It's just like,
partially, it's just that's what everybody else is saying. And then they're like, oh yeah, but, it costs so much money. I'm like, yeah, but I can afford to.
That, and to me, it's a case of the whole secondhand smoke bullshit. Of, like, I also don't want that. Personally, and I think it's bad.
Yeah, see, that's why. Do you remember when I was going outside for the cigarettes at LAGC? I'd always try and blow the smoke up in the air or away from everyone.
Yeah, it's funny because anyone I'm around who smokes always just like blows in the right. You should just move to the other side. I'm like, shut up though. It's like, I want to stand here though. You should fucking move. You're the one smoking and getting all in my fucking face.
That's it.
Plus, at least my dad opens windows in his car when he smokes, so it's not totally horrible. This is just a PSA about not smoking. You shouldn't smoke, kids. Even if Dave does, it's not cool.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not cool.
It's not.
It's a little bit cool.
Shut up, though. Because it's like...
Bitches love it.
One thing that I will do with my children is go up to my dad and be like, hey, do you still smoke? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, let this kid try when he's like 10. And then he'll choke like I did when I was 10. And just be like, nah, I'm good. Boom.
What if he takes it back and he's like, that's good.
Then I'll punch him in the gut.
And just walks off.
Punch him in the gut and be like, this will happen every time you smoke. Just out of nowhere.
Ow.
No, I will hire, like, personal ninjas. I will just hire Mitch. I will hire Mitch to stalk my child every time he smokes and just, like, punch him in the gut.
Wow. You're gonna pay Mitch to stalk a child. Wow.
As long as it's not a girl, if it wasn't a girl, I would even hire you if you really wanted. I mean, I know you're a lolicon and all, so I wouldn't want you near my daughter.
No, I'm not like real people.
Yeah.
It's fine. Right, I think that does it for us. We're coming up to close to the finish mark, and plus I need to go to Tesco's and get a phone charger before I get to bed.
Wow.
Because fuck my life.
And then there's just me with my external battery that's super good though. My phone didn't die. I had 100% battery when I came back.
Wow, I'm buying an external battery.
Yeah, dude,
for
it's
my
like
iPhone.
15 quid and it'll charge your phone like 5 fucking times over.
Fucking hell.
Because your phone's
Wow.
battery's shit. It's like
It is.
1700 milliamp hour or something. And then mine's like 3200.
Yep.
15 quid can get a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. Just carry it around
have
with
to
you.
look into it and
Never
maybe get
fucking
some.
worry about your phone dying. Charge it at night
I
if
may
you
do.
really need to. Boom. Anyway, that's it for
Yeah.
today, essentially.
That is it for episode 8. Thank you for joining us. I am Dave.
And I am Jordan, and yes. Feel free to
Take
leave
care,
comments,
and,
asking
we'll
questions.
see you in episode 9.
Feel free to leave comments, asking
Yes.
questions about things, and we'll try and answer them in the podcast because that's something we want to do. And now that we've got
Is
so
get
much
more
bullshit,
social interactive.
yep, viewer interaction is fun in general, and like eventually we'll try and make our own forum, and then you can join that, and then meet people
Mm-hmm.
because that's like a thing that I want to do. Because as someone who's met people on the internet and made really good friends, yeah.
Imagine if we get to the point where we have Senpai Con.
Fuck off, though. No one will be able to attend because it's senpais only.
No, they would. It's just nobody'd be able to talk to anybody else.
No, because we're the only senpais in the world, Dave. Shut up. We'll make
This
Kohai
is
Con
true.
and just we won't ever attend. We'll walk around and someone will just be all like, "Oh my god, you're that person," or we'll just like be at the crew of it, and then someone will ask us a question or for help, and we'll just not even pay attention.
Yeah.
There'll just be a fire, and we'll just be like, "What was that sound?" And then walk off.
Kohai's burning. Oh well.
Oh well, rip. Who cares about health and safety, right? Anyway,
Hell yeah.
Kohai Con
Yes, it's been
2016. It's gonna happen, even if it
Wow.
has to be in Dave's backyard.
Kohai can't.
Fun fact: we probably could just rent out some. We could literally go to some local hall and be like, "We want to rent this place out for the day," and be like, "Yes," and then we could actually legit do it, but it would just be terrible.
It would.
We should do that.
There'd be like one poster and me and you and maybe some crisps.
It'll be like those parties that you would go to at some point, and it's just like a really bad sort of party, where it's just like, here are some snacks, and then some balloons. That's Kohai Con. Because that's all they deserve, really.
It is. They don't get anything decent.
I know.
Fuck the Kohais.
Fuck 'em.
But anyway, enough from us.
What's a-
We're gonna go. I'm gonna go. Jordan's gonna go, and we're gonna go.
You want to go? You want to fucking
Yes.
go, mate? You want to go?
I want to go.
You want to go?
Me.
Come on then. So I go like.
Wow. So bye guys. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in another week or two.
1 week. Side note:
1 week,
Valentine's
1
Day
week.
episode. Hopefully, going to get a guest in if everything works out. A guest
Yep,
who I don't
fingers-
even
fingers
know
crossed.
yet. So, kind of going on from this topic of meeting people on the internet.
Yep. Jordan may end up with a girlfriend. You never know.
Oh no, I already don't. No, yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Totes don't have one. Bye.
You don't.
Bye though.